Hare Krishna. Reading from the Antarila 28th chapter. Nama Sankirtana Haite Sarvanartanash Sarva Shubhodaya Krishna Primera Ullas. Simply by chanting the holy name of Lord Krishna, one can be freed from all undesirable habits. This is the means of awakening all good fortune and initiating the flow of waves of love for Krishna. Two things he's saying, Sarvanartanash and Sarva Shubhodaya. All the anarthas are destroyed and awakening of all good fortune. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhavamahadavagni nirvapanam Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam vidyavadhu jivanam Anandam buddhivardhanam pratipadam purnamrita swadanam Sarvatmasnapanam param vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name of the Lord, of Lord Krishna, which can cleanse the mirror of the heart and stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. This is the first verse of the Shikshashtaka. Let there be all victory for the chanting of the holy name. And then his first point is making Cheto Darpana Marjana. The Cheta is the subconscious mind or the heart, which is compared to a mirror. In a lake, when there are no ripples, the full moon shines exactly like a full moon. Imagine you have a mirror, you have a full moon at the top, it will exactly reflect. But when there are ripples, then it cannot reflect properly, it gets scattered. Similarly, the form of Lord Krishna Chandra reflects in the heart of a devotee whose chitta is pure, which has no covering of dust. Currently, our chitta has dust covering or like a lake with ripples. So we are not able to see the form of Krishna in our heart. But the holy name will make those ripples calm down or it will remove the covering of dust. Then we can see the Lord's beautiful face. Cheto Darpanamarjana. And stop the miseries of the blazing fire of material existence. Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam, he's saying. Just like one time in Munjatavi forest, Lord Krishna told all the coward boys to close their eyes and later he sucked all the forest fire into his mouth in the Davagni Pan Leela. Like that, when one chants the holy name, Krishna will miraculously put a full stop to the burning fire of material existence and he will take the jiva back home, back to Godhead. Bhavamaha Davagni Nirvapanam. And then he is saying that chanting is the waxing moon that spreads the white lotus of good fortune for all living entities. Shreya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam. You see, there are two types of flowers. One lotus blossoms under the sun during the day. Another lily blossoms in the night time. Similarly, this white lotus is one type of lotus which blossoms by the Chandrika or the moonlight. So, in this way, our good fortune in our life is compared to a white lotus which blossoms by the Vrindavan Chandra or Krishna Chandra's beauty. So, the holy name comes as Lord Vrindavan Chandra and he blossoms the white lotus of our good fortune. And Chaya Kairava Chandrika Vitaranam, Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. It's the life and soul of all education. Why the Vidya is called as Vadhu? The Vadhu is subordinate to Var. So Krishna is the Var. And our knowledge and our scholarship should be subordinate. It should make us subordinate and become a servant of Krishna and do devotion service. And our knowledge should not make us imagine we are great heroes like the jnanis and the yogis who fall down. So the knowledge of the vast and deep knowledge of the Shastra by a bhakta who may be deeply learned is still subservient to Krishna always, Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. And in this way, the holy name makes one humble even after all education. Anandambudi Vardhanam. The chanting of the holy name of Krishna expands the blissful ocean of transcendental life. The nature of the holy name is purifying elevating and expanding the bliss of the devotee. The very meaning of the word Krishna means, Krish means to attract, Na means to bestow bliss. So when the holy names of Krishna are chanted properly, then the holy name expands the blissful life of the devotee. And Prati Padam Purna Amrita Aswadanam and Sarvatma Snapanam. It gives a cooling effect to everyone and enables one to taste full nectar at every step. Sarvatma Snapanam Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. You see, when you take a shower, all the dirty things in the body are washed away. When we take a holy name shower, all the impurities surrounding the soul, namely the upadis, like the stula sharir, sukshma sharir, impurities, they all are washed away. And the holy name makes the jiva experience that I am a tiny servant of Krishna. Krishna is my master, and he enjoys the dasya sukham, the joy that comes from the dasatva to Krishna. Just like a child sitting in the lap of the mother or father, child enjoys the joy of being protected by the parents. Like that, the chanting of the holy name gives devotee a secure and safe shelter enveloped by the holy name. Very similar to that famous verse in Bhagavatam. Karna pravistarandrena swanam bhava saroruham dhunoti shamalam krishna salilasya yatasharat dhautatma purusha krishna padamulam namunchati sarvaga padamulam namunchati takta sarva parikleshai pantasva sharanam yatha. What he is saying? First he says Dhautatma before that previous verse. Karana pravishtanandrena swanamba vasaroruham. He is saying in the rainy season, the water is muddy. In the Sharad Ritu, now it will come now, Sharad Ritu in September. The water will be very crystal clear, not muddy. So the muddy pool of water becomes crystal clear water. And how it becomes is miraculous in Krishna's creation. Similarly, the muddy heart of the devotee becomes a crystal clear heart when one chants the holy name or hears the holy fame. And such a devotee becomes a dhautatma, which means a purified soul. And such a purified soul never falls down. He says, dhautatma purusha Krishna padamulam namunchati, never gives up Krishna's lotus feet. And then he says, takta sarva parikleshair patasva sharanam yada. Just like a weary traveler, after returning home, taking a shower bath and having eaten his lunch, relaxes in an easy chair surrounded by his very near and dear ones and sharing about his journey with them. How happy he feels. Like that, the devotee feels having come to Krishna's lotus feet. That's example given. Or like a bird which is traveling all day long in the sky, very tired. When he comes back in the evening to his own nest, how the bird feels comfortable. Like that, when one chants the holy name, one is brought back to one's swasthya. Swastha means to be situated in one's original health of the jiva in Krishna's lotus feet. And one can experience the joy which is sarvatma snapanam. When the holy name bathes the jiva becomes completely washed away of all impurities and feels ecstatic bliss in Krishna's lotus feet. In this way, the very first verse of Shikshashtakam emanated from the lotus mouth of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to declare the 7 auspicious glories that the holy name awards for all the jivas who faithfully take to the chanting of the holy name. Harinam Prabhu ki. Let's offer our humble obeisances unto all the Vaishnava devotees of the Lord who are just like this eternal ocean of mercy, full of compassion for the fallen conditioned souls. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha ananta koti vaishnava vrindaki Vaishnava Thakur Srila Prabhupada ki Namacharya Haridas Thakur ki